NBA2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jrue Holiday.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Denny Avdia. Clingan out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the 4-man spot. And for Boston, Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. The 3. Avdia pulls it in. To the inside. Here's Clingan. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis with a screen on Avdia. Portland with a rebound. About a minute into this first quarter. Holiday against Simons. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Here's Holiday. 8 points in his last time out. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Man, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Tatum. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. From deep three-point range, Simons with a rebound.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Pass to Avdia. Simons against Brown. Avdia, screen on Brown. Simons offline from the top of the key.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Brown. Shot from the low post is good.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Simons, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Highlight reel dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over. Woo!
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Tatum from long range knocks it down from distance.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's have a look at which team scored the most second chance points in the second half of the season. Second, the Trailblazers.
This team knows how to get it done on the offensive glass. And ever since the break, they've been putting in work and collecting a nice pile of second chance buckets.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Klingon. Simons outside. Here's Klingon, defended by Porzingis. And here's Grant. This one for three. He can't get that one to fall. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Off the outside. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Grant. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Portland. Avdia against White. Tatum with a screen. From 13, Portland with a rebound. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Boston's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. On the wing, Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. And then Tatum slams it in.
I'll tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Portland trailing here. Pass to Kamari. Fires from deep. Gets the three to fall. Kamari's got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Tatum can't hit.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Grant. Off the outside. Fires the three. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Grant. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Another one falls for Boston.
Boy, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. There's 1:34 left in the first. Henderson. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. From behind the arc. Portland grabs the miss. The drive by Henderson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Whoa, scoot. What a move.
Brown with it, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Clock at 6. Down low. Pass to Hauser. Launches a three. Sharp grabs the miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Over to the left wing. Henderson outside. softly drops in the floater.
And athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Trailblazers lead by 3. And a missed layup. And here's Brown. And he knocks down the 10-footer. Brown's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Portland ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter with... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now for Portland, Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, then there's Robert Williams, and it's Kamare in at the power forward position. Portland leading, up top Thybulle. Sharp up top, hounded by Tatum. Left side Thybulle. Outside Sharp. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
And Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
And the first one at the line is good. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. For 3. Thybulle with the board.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Henderson. Rebound Boston.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. Always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Boston with some changes. Porzingis comes in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Hauser. And also a switch here for Portland. Reed's checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's Sharp with the drive.
Oh, no, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice. The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Here's Pritchard. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Porzingis sets a screen. 4-3. It's hauled in by Henderson.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And while we have a moment, a look at the top rookie passers in the second half of the season so far. The fourth spot held by Scoot Henderson.
You see the progress as the season's going on. His command of the offense just continues to grow.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And some changes here for Portland. Klingon comes in for Reith. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Thibault. Good on both.
You have to love how Scoot Henderson plays beyond his size. I mean, using the quickness and agility to get the better of bigger players. I mean, that's impressive for a young guy to be doing.
Here's Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now Sharp. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Simon. Oh, big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Henderson, the pass to Sharp. Williams, a screen on Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Sharp, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Holiday. And he makes it on the layup. Holiday's got his first basket.
Holiday has a plan there and executes. Nice move.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And a look at the stats for Denny Avdia.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Sharp. Here's Tatum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Portland leading. Pass to Simons. Good D by Porzingis.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Tatum passes to Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Avdia attacking. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, close range looks highly coveted. Avdia is all about it.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
It's Brown on the wing. 19-footer. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Portland leading by 3. Pass to Grant. Here's Henderson. 1:44 left to play in the first half of basketball. Off the outside. From deep. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Now here's Henderson. He had 16 in the win against Denver. Simons, a screen on White. The drive by Henderson. Klingin. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Henderson, the pass to Simons. Here's Klingin, averaging around 6 a game. Henderson outside. Puts up a 3. Hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Tatum from long range. Tatum with another miss. Off the outside. Simons outside. And here's Grant from the arc. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
25. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot throw, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Hey folks, first off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. For the Wizards, they'll be up against the Knicks in New York. That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Not sure we'll see an upset tonight. Big disparity between these teams.
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
Sometimes you show up to the game and you just feel it, Ernie. Like, that's how it looked tonight, showing the range and doing it consistently.
I know I'm feeling it. What about you, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I don't know what it is, but I feel it. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
The Trailblazers shooting just 38% for this game so far. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simon's strengths, his efficiency from range.
Tatum from long range. Tatum! Money from deep.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here's Grant from the arc. Boston pulls it in. Doors, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. We want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Avdia passes to Grant. And the layup is good off the glass. Grant's gotten his first points in this one.
But Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Tatum from long range. Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Kamari. And here's Simons. And there's the screen. The 3. Buries it from 3. Simons got 10 points in the game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Here's Klingon, defended by Porzingis. And here's Grant from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Brown passes to Tatum. Nice D from Avdia.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
With a 9-footer. Out to Simons. 3-pointer. Trailblazers keep it alive. They set a pick. Fires in the triple. Simons got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Will it go? And it's Tatum missing.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Grant. And here's Simons. He's covered by Holiday.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Anthony Simons. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes a first. Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And so Simons nails both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Well, right now for Boston, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
Celtics trail by 10. Tatum feeling it out a bit. They can't stop the run with that one.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Simons with it. He's got 15. Six to shoot. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
Boston's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Holiday. Boston again missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Brown. There's Tatum with the three. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Simons. Trailblazers lead by 14. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Oh, that's nice. You're on the big screen. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Williams checked in for Portland. Walker comes in for Kamara. Let's take a look at the best three-point shooters among this year's rookie class. The 4th spot held by Scoot Henderson.
The level of competition in this rookie class around the arc is truly something special. I'm sure he's eager to climb to the top of the list.
Williams finds Walker. Outside, Williams.
Hey, right there.
Pass to Sharp. Holiday grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 14. To stop the drought. Kick out to Brown. From downtown. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Sharp passes to Williams. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Henderson misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Walker sets a screen. Here's Sharp. Off target at the rim. This gives him an opportunity to get within 10. Here's Holiday. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brown passes to Holiday. There's a screen. The three is up. No good.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
Sharp with it. Now Horford defending. Sharp, no good. Celtics trail by 13. Step back shot, and the jumper is good. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That three-level scoring coming into play.
Henderson for three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment. There have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Celtics shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Scoot and Sharp with the backcourt set. Williams is out there with Murray, and it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14. Three-pointer Sharp. And Craig pulls it down.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Henderson. And Pritchard, here we go. It's hauled in by Henderson. Portland leading by 9. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Cornette's checked in for Horford. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Reed's checked in. Cornette sets a screen. Tatum passes to Cornette, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
How about Jason Tatum with a little pocket pass in the pick and roll? That's nice.
And here's Sharp. About a minute and a half into the 4th now.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
They get the rebound. No good with a layup.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Thibault passes to Sharp. Beyond the arc. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Pritchard. Now Tatum. Here's Cornette. Clock at 6. Here's Pritchard, defended by Henderson. Pritchard, no good.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Henderson outside. Williams with the screen. Looking to get it going. And it's laid in by Henderson. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's Henderson's game. Get downhill, young man. Beat the defender to the spot.
Oh. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Henderson for three. Sinks it from distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Let's give them another round of applause.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Craig. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. White against Abdia. Outside Holiday. Knocks down the long J.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Pass to Graham. Here's Kamari. Grant outside. Lets it fly. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Gentlemen, that is about excellent concentration from Derek White. You play through the foul. Now you get the old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
The free throw off from White.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Abdia from outside. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. The jump hook. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Kamari. Kamari's got 4 rebounds now. Brown against Grant. Simons up top. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
White can't hit. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14. Boston pulls it in. Brown passes to Tatum. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Tatum's got 24 points.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Here's Simons. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down right on Porzingis.
And that was a filthy move. No way defenses are stopping Simons when he does this.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Holiday against Simons. Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamari. Grant outside. From outside, off the mark. Boston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And the jam by Brown.
Whoa, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Portland leading by 5. Now here's Simons. Fires the 3. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Grant outside. Back to Simons. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by White.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L. You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Simons finds Avdia. Grant outside. There's a screen. The 3 is up. No good on the shot. Oh, he drained it from downtown. So it's Portland picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Anthony Simons.